Hey guys, we're gonna do another bat rep. I still have these Azure Knights, trying to sell them. They're good. Obviously, they win most of the battles they're in. But we're gonna continue on the theme of them defending this planet from various evildoers of some kind or another. So the force they get to slap around today is a warband of Chaos Space Marines, led by Iron Warriors. There are two fat units of Chaos Corn Berserkers. They have a champion and a single plasma pistol guy, and they're 15 man units, so 2 of those. There is a Nurgle-fied Defiler with the regular loadout, Nurgle-fied Dreadnought with a plasma cannon. Then the leader elements, there is 5 champion Terminators with the loadout they come with. So we got an auto cannon, this guy's Power Fist, a Chain Fist, 2 Combi Meltas, let's see, and a Plasma. Actually, this is supposed to be a Lightning Cloth. I missaid that. And then 2 Combi Meltas, and then a Chaos Lord with a Combi Plas, and I'm bringing him with a Demon Weapon. And then there's a Nurgle Warband guys here, 9 of them. Champion with a Power Fist and Combi Melta, and then 2 Flamer guys and an Icon. And then 2 Vindicators, Iron Warrior Vindicators, against Grey Knights. Here is the table. Kind of interesting setup. The idea is that we're going to set up a 12-inch deployment zone for both forces, roll off to see who goes first, of course, and then the goal is kill points, but if the Chaos get between the 2 rock things there, they get a unit off the end there, it counts as 2 kill points for them. So it's kind of like, you know, they're trying to pass through the goal there, and the Grey Knights are defending it. Cool, so that's what we're gonna do. One of the things we're gonna try this time is I'm going to be filming full time. I've got Dave and Sam here to play for me. Sam's gonna be the Chaos, Dave's gonna be the Grey Knights. And I'm gonna do a lot of commentating, talking while they're moving around and stuff. Kibitzing, I'm gonna be kibitzing quite a bit so they can be annoyed at me, but they know it ahead of time. Anyway, yeah, so we'll figure out once the Grey Knights are set up what they've got, and then we'll start playing. All right, Dave wrote this list. Tell me, Dave, what do you got here?
All right, so just because I like playing with different stuff all the time, and I really like the Grey Knight Librarians, I included one in this list that wasn't in the last one I played, and the one I guess counts as thing, we didn't have a model with a stick, but I want that to be a warding staff. So that's the most sword-like warding staff you'll ever see.
This guy is not part of the Azure Knights, but he's a single Terminator that is for sale separately. We'll put that in the notes. We'll find him separately.
And he's cool, and he's my new librarian with virtually all of the amazing
everything.
Psychic powers. I left out some of like Smite and other stuff I would never use, but almost everything cool. He has it. And then of course I have a Grandmaster who's carrying around his obligatory super cool grenade belt with all of the hokey crap that's on it.
Batman grenade belt.
And he has all of those. And then I have 5 troop choice Terminators and a strike squad instead of, I usually run those as like purifiers, but I want to try a strike squad.
Okay.
I gave Cybold ammunition to all 3 of the Terminator squads. They're identical except that one of them is packing an incinerator.
Awesome.
Then of course you see the Vindicator Assassin chilling here in the middle. Oh, I knew I was missing a guy. I did bring the Dread Knight. He's just too big and beefy not to, plus I had the points to spend on him, so he's always a load of fun. And I rounded out the last bit of points in the army was this Purgation Squad. I got rid of the Razorbacks this time and the Storm Raven because I knew I was kind of playing more of a defensive role. Plus I wanted to fit in the Librarian and other stuff, and so it just didn't allow for the points. So
okay. Well, great. Let's go ahead and roll off to see who gets first turn. The deployment zones, of course, are already determined, but we'll just see here who's gonna. Sam got a 5, Dave got a 1. I assume that means you're gonna go first, Sam?
I'm gonna go first.
All right, so Sam's gonna deploy 12-inch deployment zone, then Dave will, and then we'll go from there. what is your strategy with your setup?
So I wanted to take advantage of the road here, so I placed one Vindicator out on the open, thinking that maybe you can get some shots off and then take advantage of moving full out to get the 18-inch movement along the road. The other heavy vehicles are going to try to receive some cover here. Since Chaos Dreadnoughts aren't very reliable, I decided to put him up front just in case he's gonna make a run for it. And I surrounded him with the Berserkers, which are a scoring troop choice and are good on their own, but if the Dreadnought decides to turn and shoot someone, I'd rather have him have the Berserkers soak up the pea cannon shot than turning on one of the more juicy targets here. So, I mean, the pea cannon is pretty much going to obliterate anything in this army. But I'd rather not have like a tank, one of my Vindicators get immobilized or something. I decided to stage the Nurgle squad here with the Icon so that I could take advantage of the Icon when I deep strike the Terminators. So they'll get at least hopefully one turn of unmitigated shooting and then probably get charged and killed by some kind of Grey Knight nastiness. I'm probably just going to make a run for it, see what I can get off the board, see what doesn't get slogged down in combat, and hopefully what does get slogged down in combat, maybe I'll get some charges and controlled combats that way.
Cool. So you're set up right on the line, 12 inches in.
12 inches in, we're gonna make a dash.
It's a 24-inch gap here, man. It's right there. It's gonna be blood right away. Dave, what do you got going on? What was your strategy?
Well, my strategy was, since we decided that all these stairs and ruins count as area terrain, that I'm gonna live in that and shoot him with all my Grey Knight guns until he dies, and then assault the stragglers as they limp across this line about here.
All right. Okay.
And it's pretty much that simple.
That simple. Okay, he's got a Vindicator on top of the pillar there. Cool. Great. Well, Dave, you want to attempt to seize the initiative?
Sure. There's no downside to that.
Roll a 1.
He rolled a 1.
That's how this is gonna go.
All right. All right. So here we go. Sam's gonna get to go first. His Deep Strikers don't come in turn 1. Deep Strikers always come in starting turn 2 unless you have a special rule like drop pot assault or something.
The Dreadnought.
Dreadnought roll.
Oh, we'll roll again.
Dreadnought is normal. He gets to act the way he wants. So we're going to, I think, mostly let Sam do his movement phase, and we'll come back when he's done with that. You don't really want to watch him move regular guys. It's kind of meh. This will be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. All right, so general advance here. Sam kind of just moved everything up. Just as a note, Chaos Vindicators don't have siege shields. They just have dozer blades. So he rolled 2 dice, rolled a 2 and a 5. So this guy doesn't immobilize himself or anything. It's good to go. Everybody else kind of moved up. The Nurgle Marines got a 5.
At the beginning of your shooting phase, I shall cast Shrouding with my Librarian.
Shrouding goes off on a 7.
It works.
So that adds 1 to your. Gives you stealth, right?
Give stealth to everybody within 6 inches of him.
Which is
this guy right here.
Everything,
Yeah,
pretty much.
everything.
Every unit.
Rock on. Okay, so we're gonna do
3
some
of cover
fleeting,
saves.
fleeting things here. Fleet for these guys.
Run, you mean?
Yeah, run. I'm sorry.
Sam plays Eldar, by the way, just so everyone knows. So that's why he assumes that
Everything
so a
has fleets.
1 inch run there, and a 3-inch run for the Nurgle Marines, and a 3-inch run for the
And then
Berserkers.
we'll do some shooting. We're gonna go ahead and put the battle cannon pie plate right in the middle of everything here.
48-inch range, so we got plenty of 72-inch range.
You want me to re-roll that?
See if it's cocked there.
Yes.
Yeah. It still hits.
Hit anyway.
So you're here on that guy?
So he's got right in the middle of those guys. He's
that
going,
is
even though he's got Shrouding with a 3 of cover save, which would be the same as the armor save, it's still, 1 in 3 chance that he's going to blow away some guys. If he'd hit any characters too, then they would, it's a strength 8 attack, so it could insta-kill toughness 4 guys, but
Okay,
he didn't hit
so-
any of them.
Well, even if you did, I could put him on the unit. So
Right.
that's 2 out of the Purgation squad, 3 out of this squad, and 2 out of the Nader squad.
All right.
2, 3, 2.
So naders.
One wound.
wound.
They rolled a 1 on those dice.
The 3 in the middle,
All of them get wounded.
and then the 2 on the purgation squad.
Okay. So
All but 1 nader.
So Nader, just gonna take it on
Now he has to differentiate because he's got different weapons
this
on each
random
other.
guy here.
Random sword guy. just
Yeah.
died.
All right.
Well, that was
All right.
that was good for the Grey Knights.
For the strike squad, it'll just be 3 of the non-special guys. And by non-special,
One died.
I mean their mom didn't love them.
Their mom didn't love him. That's right. My mom didn't love me. I became a Grey Knight.
I guess it's that guy, so we'll have to.
So he's going to have to move during his turn to reconsolidate because he's got a big gap there. But that doesn't matter because they don't have heavy weapons.
And then Purgation Squad, I'm actually going to take 1 on the Justicar, because I'd rather have the gun.
Justicar died.
Goodbye, Justicar, and a gun.
Dave's dice are rolling poorly right now. So
All
that's
right.
2
I
out of
also
the Purgation
have
Squad.
the
When I lose this,
Havoc launcher.
if I lose this game, I just want to be a precursor and let it be known it's because it's that.
Because of the dice. And that's, you know, the dice gods are also are fickle beings sometimes. And Chaos does worship them more than anyone else.
Since you're in a line and I targeted the squad, I'll just put it right there.
So it goes
It's gonna
1 inch.
scatter 1 inch. Like that. Let's see.
Direction.
Make sure that
Like I've said before in several other games, always try and roll your dice with directions as close as possible. Now Sam just had a bad angle there.
And the nader. Sure. It's hard for me.
He kind of cheated that. That's all right. That's why you try and roll as close as possible because you want to make sure that you are getting the same angle as the die shows.
All right. So 2 on this regular squad, strike squad.
1 wound there.
And then
It's Havoc
one on the
Launcher
nader, you said?
strength 5.
So 1 on the nader.
Havoc Launcher
5.
strength 5 and 1 nader.
So I'm going to take it on.
Three range.
I'm going to take the Neater wound on my Grandmaster.
Who just took a wound.
Awesome.
And
Stop it.
another non. You know what? I'm going to put it on a falchion on the other guy. Somebody who is special, so he'll live.
Nope.
Wow. All right, dice gods need to be more favorable, or this could go very quickly.
All right.
All right. Then I also
Racking up
have
some Grey Knight casualties in a hurry.
the Reaper auto cannon. It's 2 shots, right? Oh, I need 3s. Or
You don't get to shoot the battle cannon, by the way. If you shoot ordnance.
Oh yeah,
shoot
ordnance you
anything
can
else.
shoot 1.
anything
So take
else,
that, put your guy back.
Take that wound away.
My bad.
It's again because Eldar don't really have ordnance weapons.
I forget.
No wound. That's good.
Put that guy back.
You took off. You said you were gonna put it on the falchion guy, but
This
you took
guy,
off
put it back.
But you said falchion.
Oh, I meant long
Halberd.
stick that goes fast.
Long stick that goes fast. Got it.
Halberds.
Halberds. All right.
All right.
You confused me.
As for the, what are these called? Vindicators. Vindicators will stick 1 here.
Where
This guy?
Over that guy's head.
Check your range.
48, right?
24.
Nope, 24.
You miss.
24.
You're short.
Better. Okay, we'll be more conservative with the next one and put it on.
Man,
this
I would
head.
love if Vindicators had 48-inch range.
Yeah. 1 back.
No, it stays the same. He's
Oh, he's 4.
he's ballistic
You're also
skill 4.
short.
Oh man, short on that.
Uh-oh, that was bad news. Could have used those Vindicators. So you got run moves, Dreadnought.
Cannon.
Dreadnought needs to fire. One good way to figure out exactly what your range is with a lot of ordnance gas weapons is consider how wide the table is. So if you're right down the middle, like this Vindicator in the middle, you're 48-inch range, and then you moved up.
24-inch range.
No, I'm sorry. The table's 48 inches wide. You set up at 12, leaving you 36 to the other end of the table, and then you moved 6. So that means you have 30 inches to the end of the table, meaning
one of
that you
these,
need to
right?
set your template at least, at least 6 inches in from this end of the table.
He was just
to hit
short.
something.
He picked this as his target, and it was right here.
Right there, about 2
And then the
inches.
second time he picked this as his target, and it was right here. So if actually he had chosen the Grandmaster's head to place the template, he probably could have got that
Probably
shot.
gotten the Grandmaster.
I don't know if it's.
Plasma cannon, on the other hand, has 36-inch range.
36-inch range.
So
We're going
he
to
doesn't
put
have to
it
worry about it. He's going to hit whatever he wants.
right here.
Okay.
And I do have range for
Not a hit, which might
What,
just hit
one
the one
guy?
guy.
Just him.
that. Alright.
Takes a wound.
Wounds.
All right. Time to make a cover save. Let's put it back on the halberd that died.
Halberd that died.
He
Lived
lives.
this time with the shrouding.
Alright, that's all
Run
my
moves.
shooting. Run moves. And 1 inch.
Still not too bad for first turn for the.
Yeah.
Dave's like, oh, come in with dice rolls. Yeah. What did you lose, Dave?
Well, since I realized you can't shoot both guns, I lost a Purgation member, 2 of them, and a precious Terminator.
Cool. And the Purgation guy was the Justicar of the Purgation squad, right? He
Yeah.
died. Which they're not fearless, I believe. So a morale check for the Purgation squad.
No, they only they did lose 2.
They lost 2. Yeah, 2 out of 5.
Well, these dice are rolling great big numbers. They ought to be fine.
That ought to be fine. No, not today. The Purgation squad's gonna run off the table unless it rolls. It's right there. Like 4 or less, they'll stay. An 8. Oh, that is
Great.
that
Don't
is
have to
the
worry about that crap.
that is the dice gods, man. That is terrible.
So there went a bunch of my blow stuff up guns.
Yeah, no, that Purgation squad could have put out 16 shots at strength 7 rending at 24-inch range. It's pretty nasty. So the fact that Sam got rid of that is really good, really powerful.
And really bull crap. We have a 3-up cover set.
Your dice, Dave. Dave used to have, I think I've mentioned this in other... I think I've mentioned this in some other battle reports I've done with Dave, but he used to do this thing where he had a price of failure, which was a bunch of crushed dice that had failed him so badly, he crushed them with a hammer and then glued them to each other into a base, and then he would touch the bad dice with them.
Set it out to remind them.
Now, but then he bought some nice dice, and then he subsequently lost the nice dice. But he hasn't brought the price of failure back out since he lost his nice dice. Which, by the way, his nice dice rolled well,
They did.
at least average.
The average for me was good. All right. So at the beginning of the turn, beginning of the movement phase, I'm going to cast Warp Quake with my strike squad, and it works on a 7.
Okay, what does Warp Quake do?
Anybody within 12 inches of the strike squad that has anything like a icon or a teleport homer, anything that prevents deep strike scatter, it quits working. Plus, if anybody does try to deep strike and they land within 12 inches, they automatically mishap.
Pretty gross, so deep strikers don't like it.
Yeah, and he happens to have a big juicy unit of naders.
That's true. The unit of naders is like 460 points, including the character, 470 points or something.
I'm going to try and limit where he gets to drop with that.
Okay.
So now I'm going to do movement phase for them, and they're going to get to go 4 inches.
Okay. Any other powers or anything you're rolling right now?
Not at the beginning of the turn, no.
Okay. I think I probably just I think I probably talked through Sam's whole. Maybe not. Anyway, we'll come back after Dave's his grand strategy in the middle of his movement phase.
So at the beginning of the game, I should have got this for D3 units, all 3 units, and I'm going to pick.
The Purgation squad. Pick the Purgation squad.
I don't know what I'm going to pick.
Put something on the Purgation squad.
No, because they're all dumb stuff. It's gonna, since we're playing a kill point game, I don't need any more scoring units.
They have like, can't you give them like something awesome like
Counterattack for sure.
Counterattack is kind of what I was thinking
counterattack.
of.
He's looking that up. He's started to move his Grey Knight or his strike squad there with the goal in mind of limiting wear, because it's everywhere 12 inches from any member of the unit. So there's a big old bubble surrounding those guys now that makes it so that if those Terminators come in next turn, it limits where they are able to come in.
Let's
So
say,
it's pretty nasty.
yeah, let's go with counterattack to 3 units.
3 units have counterattack.
So it'll be the naders with the Grandmaster, the naders over here,
And the purgation squad.
and the strike squad.
And the strike squad. Okay. So he's gonna finish his movement phase. We'll come back. What are you trying to figure out, Sam? Might as well tell us on camera. I'm pretty sure I know.
Right, so I was just checking so he's got this forward strike squad guy here with the Tempest Warp Quake or whatever it's called. My icon's sitting right here. Now I know I'm outside of 12 inches, but I'm trying to figure out where I can land the naders if they come on
Where
this next
any
turn.
of them don't go inside the 12
Yeah,
inches.
well, or any of them aren't gonna go within that 12 inches. So I mean, if I put another 6 inches out, I'm probably gonna be within that warp quake
it's pretty
zone.
close.
So
It's
I'm
pretty
probably
close
gonna
there.
have to put them like over here,
Yeah.
something like, or maybe even behind. Which is that? I mean, that's unfortunate, but it's way better than having to roll on the mishap table and then having him place the Terminators in this corner or something like that.
Or them dying.
Or them just straight up.
Yeah.
That would be sad.
470 points worth of dead Zinch
It
Terminators.
would make
and
up for
Lord.
my purgation squad.
I think it would more than make up for
All
your
right.
purgation squad. Your purgation squad's what, 150 points?
185.
185, so the same amount as the Zinch Lord.
Okay, so this guy,
Gonna start shooting.
he's gonna shoot here. I got a 24-inch range, so I'm gonna put it on that guy's head. I'm pretty sure I got that.
Okay. So this is the heavy side cannon.
Oh yeah.
He does. He has a little over there. So he's
a
gonna
large
just get
blast.
a. This is the only blast template that Dave's army has, but it's well, right? No, did you bring?
And it hits.
You brought Doom, or I mean, the librarian has
Did not bring Vortex of
Vortex of Doom.
Nah, because if he's gonna shoot something, he's got warp.
That's 8 of them.
Yeah. 8 out of a unit of 15. It's strength 7, rending, AP 4. So any of these that are 6s are just going to kill off a guy because of the angle. He's got a straight shot. Those guys are wide out in the open. Not going to get any cover at all.
One dead.
One dead.
One berserker just dropped.
And
the
6
other
wounded.
6 takes wounds.
Roll like me.
You mean like that roll, Dave?
No, the other one.
Oh, close.
2.
2.
The other one's
That's just average.
4,
That's
okay.
exactly what you should have rolled.
Exactly average. I guess that's true.
All right, these naders here are going to shoot them. 24-inch range storm bolters. We'll have it.
Still, if you're going with
2 shots each.
one of the popular things that a lot of people like to do, which is say, oh, hey, this cost me X amount and it destroyed Y amount, therefore it was either Z worth it, equal to Z worth it, or not. In this case, Dave's giving me a weird look. In this case,
in the math class.
I am turning this into math class. Math hammer is important. In this case, the heavy side cannon, which was a 40-point upgrade, would have already paid for itself.
1 miss.
Wow, good hits there, Dave.
Take that. Now if only these guys have rending. They're strength
No.
5. though.
They have side bolt ammunition. So there's a lot of wounds. That's pretty gross.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 saves.
So Math Hammer says he should fail about 3.
He failed.
1, 2, 2.
Sam's saves are staying above average right now.
All right, that was so fun that this unit, the librarian's unit, wishes to do it as well. So, check range.
So
for
Dave is
everybody.
going to try and shoot as much. It seems like he's shot
Oh,
3 of
God.
his, what, 6 units left or something? Yeah, 3 of his 6 units at that one squad with the goal in mind of putting as much firepower into it to try and take it down or make it as small as possible, basically take it out of the game, which is not a bad strategy.
Okay, so
If you have to, I
an
mean, you're not
incinerator who
doing a
can't
great
do
amount of
anything,
damage.
and then
You just got to whittle something
1,
away.
2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 regular guys. Librarian who does not have Cybold ammunition, and Grandmaster who's a better shot.
And does have side bolt ammunition.
So here's the Librarian.
1 hit.
1 hit out of him for 1 wound.
1 wound.
Followed by the Grandmaster.
Bolt hit.
2 hits.
Ballistic skill 5 or 6.
5.
And 2 hits out of 2 out of 6 hits with the regular Terminators.
And then that gives me 3 more wounds.
So a total of 4 wounds for the entire unit. 4.
Just 4?
Just 4.
Just 4.
So
Have I put it on anybody yet?
No. Just
No, they were 15-man units and only have 2 special characters.
2 different guys.
1 dies. That was a little above average.
Total 6 casualties.
Okay, this unit of naders back here, they're going to shoot the Icon squad because I don't think I have range to the other squad.
I think you want to now that you've measured on those.
But I do have range to all of them.
See how many of them would have been out on the berserkers.
1, 2 would have been out.
2 would have been out.
So 4 shots.
Which is possible. Let's see. I don't know if this guy can see. You can see those berserkers, so it doesn't matter. He would have been able to see if he had shoot him if he had range.
Okay, so
he gets all the shots on the Nurgle Marines instead.
I would rather get all my shots than some of my shots. I've thinned those down a little bit. Which is
good. So, good roll to hit.
2 misses.
Now, toughness 5 on those Nurgle Marines. He's strength 5 because of Cybolt ammunition. 4s. So 5 wounds.
Not too shabby, I'll take it.
5 wounds on your Nurgle Marine, Sammy.
Alright, so regular guys.
So 1 takes a wound, and you have feel no pain.
Feel no pain, so 4 up?
4 up. Still dies.
Okay, that leaves my strike squad. They don't have Cybolt ammunition. They have regular old bolters, storm bolters, and I think the potential to move my bubble with a run move is going to outweigh any shots I get, so they're going to run.
Okay. 3 inches.
And
so he's going to try to make
Vindicare,
wider range, make it really hard for those Terminators to come in.
My Vindicare is going to shoot a turbo penetrator round into the Vindicator right in front of it. 2 inches. So
Poor Vindicator's going to get rocked by that turbo penetrator round.
So here's the turbo penetrator. To hit.
It does hit on a 5. He has 46, and they are possibly rending, so he's strength 3 plus 46, plus if he rolls a 6 with any of them, he gets another D3.
So 3, 4, 5,
well,
6.
You've already pinned. This is armor 13, that's 14 plus 3, so 17, and you need to roll another D3 if you wanted.
So we pinned it.
He pinned the Vindicator. That's
Arg.
Nope, it's AP1,
so it's weapon destroyed.
He weapon destroyed the Vindicator.
Well, let's see. Do you have a storm bolter I could take, good sir?
Why do you want the storm
Dave's
bolter?
like, what? I'm pretty sure that yes, they come with a
let's get rid of
twin
the
linked bolter.
We'll get rid of the cannon, I guess.
Dave's like, I guess, I don't know, like the twin link bolter. I'm pretty afraid of that.
What's this one here?
I actually do statistically for my games. The template usually misses, or I make the cover save, or whatever, and I don't lose too many guys to the template. But after you blow the gun off, it starts rolling around with a storm bolter, just picking people off. That's what happens.
That's what happens. I think I would always choose the big gun in this case.
I would too. All right, so I got a run move of 3 inches, and that's it for my first turn.